This One's Wife. The Return of the Grift Box. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Do you remember when This One's Wife sent out some grift boxes from As Ever? Yes. When people apparently ordered things from As Ever, their produce turned up in cardboard boxes, with the wine, with the egg carton material around them and tissue paper. But for a few, a lucky few, they received grift boxes made out of wood. There was Delphina Blackier, the wife of Harry's boyfriend, Nacho Figueras, and Roy Choi. He got a grift box after appearing on the show. Mindy Weiss, the celebrity wedding planner, shared a photograph of her grift box, including a handwritten note from This One's Wife. Zoe Saldana, the actress, posted about her grift box back in April 2025. Serena Williams shared a picture of her grift box in April 2025. And Kris Jenner and Khloe Kardashian showed off their grift boxes on Instagram. More recently, that selection of grift boxes was mixed. Some names that many people may not have heard of, others they probably would have done. So it was a mixed hit for This One's Wife, and naturally she did so because she was seeking to assert control over those individuals as recipients, receive fuel by way of people's reactions.
Oh, look, Serena Williams has got a grift box. Isn't that exciting? Oh, wow, Kris Jenner's got one of the As Ever grift boxes. If only I'd have got one of those boxes.
And the residual benefit, because she expected that many people would look upon the contents of the grift boxes and immediately decide, wow, I want these also. Naturally, we are not privy to any upturn in sales of As Ever produce generated by this publicity stunt, but it's safe to say, given the fact that there was limited stock available to begin with, that it was simply more about creating awareness than driving sales. And thus, the grift boxes appeared, and as I mentioned at the time, it was something of a fuck you issued to her more loyal supporters who had actually apparently spent their own money to purchase these things. They got the shitty packaging, whereas these individuals, undoubtedly receiving this produce for free, got it in the more expensive grift boxes. But This One's Wife is at it again. Yes, every day, As Ever pushes out more footage of people purportedly reacting to the production of crepes and cookies and throwing around flour sprinkles. But she's returned to the grift boxes. Has she really pulled the rabbit out of the hat this time? Has she produced an ace from up her sleeve with some megastars in receipt of the grift boxes? And that we all receive that news as people marvel at how a particular Hollywood megastar opines about how wonderful the gifts are. Well, there's only going to be one way to find out. Let's have a look at what the footage posted is.
Oh my god.
It smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. I wonder if it's from Meghan's garden.
Also very much like us, because I have also given gifts in the past where I used twine and a little lavender. So that makes me feel like, Meghan, you're like us.
It's very heavy.
I'm gonna open this as nicely as possible.
Oh, with love, Meghan. Oh, how cute. It's from the show. Oh my gosh, how cute. Stop. Shortbread cookie mix. I was just eating this. There's no way. Oh, this is why Erin didn't want to tell me what it was when she got hers. These beautiful napkins. Okay, those are going on the side.
We're doing our best here, folks. Okay, let's see what this box number one. Oh, okay.
This is absolutely going on the set. Wait, this is so cute. And shortbread cookie mix. I bought this. I should make them, and they're really good fun.
Shortbread cookie mix. This is bomb. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Netflix. Are you ready for box two? Smells so good. Gosh, honestly, a little in shock. You should watch our podcast. It's a video podcast. It's on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple, and everywhere you get your podcast. Thank you for Netflix for listening to our show, for liking our show.
Oh, shoot! Look at the made over home cooked. Oh my gosh. This is amazing.
So nice. These are amazing cookies. Thank you.
Okay, so the gift was, as ever, shortbread cookie mix. I got an amazing apricot spread, which I cannot wait to try from As Ever. I've been really trying to get all their products, so this is really exciting. Some With Love Megan napkins, a spatula. They're so sweet to give us also a recipe for thumbprint cookies. And then the people at our place sent these amazing griddle sets. Wow, this is pretty amazing.
Thank you, Netflix. Thank you, Megan. This is so exciting.
Undoubtedly, as you were watching the unboxing of some As Ever products and Our Place products, that you were thinking to yourself, is it me, or am I not familiar with who these two young ladies are? Maybe I haven't got my finger on the pulse like I once had. Maybe I'm not mainlined into the zeitgeist, as I perhaps had been in the past, because I don't recognise who they are. Who are they? They've clearly come on the radar of This One's Wife, or perhaps more accurately Netflix, given the fact that one of the ladies kept thanking Netflix rather than This One's Wife. So they've received a wooden spoon, the irony probably lost upon them, alongside some As Ever products, the apricot spread and some cookie mix, and some napkins, fantastic, marvellous. It all apparently smells very nice. And they have some Our Place products thrown into the mix as well, which aren't even This One's Wife's. But it's been provided in order to influence them, to talk about it on their podcast. Yes, as you'll have gathered, these aren't a pair of actresses or film stars or sports stars or titans of industry. They're a pair of podcasters. Nothing wrong with that if that's what they enjoy doing. But what's their podcast? Well, apparently it's called Meghan Like Us. So when I saw the title of their podcast, Meghan Like Us, were they issuing an instruction to This One's Wife? As in, you need to like us, This One's Wife. Because that's what it reads. Meghan, like us. So are they issuing an injunction to the Duchess of Delusion? That's not going to go down over well. But it would appear that in the blurb on their Instagram page, they're actually asking the question, is Meghan like us? Well, ladies, the short answer is, assuming you're neither of you a narcissist, no, she's not. And you can watch my channel to understand why that is. They seem relatively pleased. One seems more enthusiastic about the gifts than the other. She was holding up the apricot spread as if she'd been sent a jar of shit. But maybe that's just her trying to curb her enthusiasm. But what about This One's Wife with this Grift box? Is this a major event whereby she has taken it upon herself, alongside with Netflix, to send out these Grift boxes to people? Evidently, she's wanting to increase the awareness of her brand, and naturally, a step such as this costs money. They're having to buy produce from elsewhere or bumming it off Our Place because they get a product placement as well. Having to provide the product, the As Ever products, for free, and there's the cost of packaging and delivery. So it's naturally a loss leader. But presumably, the titan of industry that is This One's Wife has ensured and has issued this instruction to her minions that the grift boxes are going to be sent out to those that will have maximum impact in the marketplace. That she's going to make sure that the recipients are people that have got hundreds of thousands, nay, millions of podcast listeners and followers. After all, that's what she wants. She wants some pro This One's Wife podcasters to espouse the joys, the joy and delight of receiving these grift boxes. So let's have a look at the impact of that. Boom, shakala. Yes, in the same reel that is shared on their Instagram page demonstrating the receipt of the grift box, the Like Us podcasters reveal that they have now hit 250 followers. And it's accompanied with a clip from Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer saying, we're halfway there, because they want to get to 500. And in fairness, and in the interests of balance, they have got up to 376 followers now. So they're closing in on their target of 500. Now, not to demean their efforts as podcasters, they're enjoying what they're doing, fair enough. But the point is to demonstrate once again that This One's Wife hasn't got a bastard clue as to how to conduct business. She can't get the big hitters to promote her grift boxes. It would appear that either she has tried and people have said no, or they've sent them back, or they've taken them and then haven't publicised them on their Instagram. And so the strategy, if you can call it that, is to now try and cause micro-influencers. We've seen this with the As Ever posts that have been repeatedly shown each and every day, whereby many of the videos that are shared come from people who are supporters of This One's Wife, or in some instances it's suggested that it's really just the minions of This One's Wife creating these accounts, which have very few followers on them. So the market penetration isn't going to be huge. The raising of awareness is not going to be substantial. And then she moves away, or perhaps in parallel, with the return to the grift boxes. And what do you end up with? Her sending it out to podcasters that have got 250 followers, now 376. It's not exactly marketing genius, is it? But hang on a second. What's this?
Thank you. Okay, I've literally never have had anything like this happen to me before. It's like so rustic, custom paper.
It's somebody else who has received a grift box, and she's very excited to have received it. Nothing like this normally happens for her, so she's absolutely delighted, fizzing with excitement at receipt of this grift box. But who is it? It's somebody called Jasmine Alice Reed. Yeah, and she's got 1,888 followers on Instagram. She's absolutely thrilled to receive this grift box with napkins and wooden spoon and cookie mix and apricot spread. She seems thrilled. And why not? But once again, the expense incurred in sending a grift box, along with some Our Place pots and dishes, to somebody that has 1,888 followers, does not smack of a strategy that's going to result in significant returns. What this tells you is that Netflix aren't putting any substantial funds into this endeavour. No surprise there. That This One's Wife isn't putting any substantial funds into it because she doesn't want to spend her own money, because as a systematic narcissist, she'll spend your money, but not hers. And moreover, she doesn't have a clue. And we already knew this, but it's being reaffirmed. She doesn't have a clue when it comes to marketing or business, that she is organising grift boxes to be sent to people who are probably getting, ironically, more publicity from me highlighting it than from the individuals themselves. Now, of course, the problem for this one's wife is she's getting awareness through the number of people that are going to watch my video and other people that may well comment upon what you've seen here. But none of you are going to purchase these goods because you're not interested in purchasing anything of this one's wife because you see her as the grifter that she is. Thus, it's the return of the grift boxes, and it also means that we have to stamp it with failed, because once again, this one's wife demonstrates that although she thinks she knows best, she clearly does not. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for watching.